Hi, my name is Kai Samuels. I'm going to be introducing my new idea, The Loft. All right, so first let me get into the problem. Nowadays a lot of men don't go to the barbershop like they used to. It's not that they don't like the haircuts. It's just they don't have enough incentive or reason to go anymore. Many people, cut their own hair or have a travel barber that comes directly to their home. Barbershops just need a new atmosphere to keep people rolling in. For the longest time, you see women in the nail salon or the hairdresser, they might have a glass of wine or have a nice drink. They never hesitate to kick back and relax. When have you ever heard of a man cracking open a beer in the barbershop and having a good time? There might be some good conversation, but a drink will really spice the place up. So what I want to introduce is the Loft. The Loft will be a barbershop slash bar. They'll have its usual 6 barbers and also have a bartender on duty. Guys will be able to kick back and, grab a drink before they get their haircut or after they get their haircut. There'll be even a kid-friendly area where kids can hang out and while their parents are wherever doing whatever they got to do, having a good time. But it's going to be nice for guys to not have to rush home for the game or, rush home so they can get to the liquor store and grab beer and watch the game at home. You can do all of it here, and it has the perfect atmosphere. The market for the Loft is going to be huge because it's the first of its kind. Although all men will probably need a haircut, I aim to target men who, come to the barbershop for a good experience and don't mind loosening up and having a drink or two. So really trying to get at the social aspect of guys, the social guys. This could be, young men looking for a good haircut and a good time, a middle-aged man taking a break from the family, or a retired man that just wants to get out of his usual routine, getting into some competition. Of course, there's thousands of barbershops across the country. It's probably one on every other block. However, we're going to be tapping into a completely new market. There are no barbershops doing what we're doing. We're enhancing the barbershop experience and making it more desirable while people at other barbershops are waiting in line or sitting in the waiting room on their phones or reading magazines. People at the Loft will be actually enjoying themselves, having a drink, watching the game, or, doing whatever they got to do. And they're going to be staying longer than expected. The average man spends about $28 on a haircut. Men also spend an average of $50 at the bar. So there's a huge margin for profit with this establishment. And it's going to have, only the normal expenses of, electricity, furniture, and a salary that's based off of 80% of every haircut that you have to pay to each barber. But Baltimore is the most populated city in Maryland with 590,479 people. This is the perfect place to start this chain. So getting into what we need to get started, of course, we're going to need barbers to have their barber license. You have to show proof of completion of the program. Bartenders will need their bartending license. The whole store as a whole will need a liquor license and business license, food service license for food, and and the average startup for barbershops is around $150,000, which will include supplies, license, and the leasing of the building. Plus, bars usually have a startup cost around $150,000, $160,000 also. So we'll probably need about $500,000 to get us started. I'm very excited to collaborate with any future investors, any partners I might come upon. Just let me know if you have any questions.